It's week 9 of the Blitz. They say cats have 9 lives, so if you don't get this one right, we may not be back next week.
We're just yanking your chain, Southwest Georgia. We'll be here for week 10, but let's focus on tonight's game. I'm John Benson.
And I'm Pat Maroney. Welcome to the Blitz.
Let's get right to the fun part, some 6A1 highlights. Huge crowd in Valdosta this evening as we head down to Bazemore-Hyder Stadium, where the Colquitt County Packers made the trip down south with a monster lead in the second quarter at this point of the game. Colquitt is leading 20-3 in the second. Well, unfortunately, we don't have the highlights for you right now for this game, but this game is still going on. They started at 8 p.m. and they're in the fourth quarter with Colquitt had a huge lead over Valdosta, and we'll continue to keep you updated on the score. And then for our other games for the evening, we'll start with Lee County. This is actually a game I went out to earlier tonight. The Lee County Trojans hosted at home against Lowndes and the Vikings, and this is one of the best games I've been to all year. Opening drive, Willie Kelly. Are you kidding me? Let's get this guy the ball more. That is a first down and much more. He would lose his helmet, but it'd be all right. A few plays later on the first and goal, Jamal Gardner gets the handoff, and he is in for the touchdown. PAT is good. Trojans with the lead in the opening drive. The Vikings on offense. Austin Dixon in trouble before he can escape. He's brought down by the free safety, Otis Reese, for a huge loss. Forcing the punt. Trojans back on the field deep in their own territory. Garrett Morrell tries the bubble pass, but a loss of yards. So on third down, Morrell's pass is good to Kelly on the outside, but he falls just a couple of yards short of the first down, so we're forced to punt. And then they say special teams is crucial. And on this punt, that ball ends up on the 50-yard line in the hands of Tyson Harris. Harris has speed and moves, making his way through traffic all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Lowndes would tie it up, but Lee County on top, 42-30 over the Vikings.
Region games are big, but region games between ranked teams, those are even bigger, and that's what we were looking at tonight in Quitman. It's a two-way matchup between 7th-ranked Fitzgerald and 5th-ranked Brooks County. You see the teams running out on the field there. Canes drive it. Gerald Morgan passes to Trey Graham. Here he is running, but he fumbles. Trojans recover the ball at their own 10-yard line. Now, it's DeMonte Jones' turn for Brooks County. He's back to Vass. He finds Xavius Medlock for a first down. He's brought down in Cane territory. Jones puts it up. He's going to hit Medlock again. Nice catch in the corner for 6. 2-point conversion is good. 8-0 Brooks County. Canes come right back. Graham with the handoff. He runs wide. Gets into the end zone. That cuts the lead to 8-7. Now ensuing kickoff. Ahmad Brown. He's going to take it out of his own goal line. Cuts to the outside. He's going to outrun that kick coverage all day long. All the way down. 14-7 Brooks County. I guarantee you Fitzgerald's going to take a look at that kick coverage this week. But here come the Canes again. Morgan on the keeper for the short touchdown run. 14-14 in the second quarter. Final score, Fitzgerald rolls 57-29. Now let's go out to Berrien where they hosted actually let's go out to Thomasville where they hosted Berrien. First play of the game after the kickoff. Kenneth Hayes throws it to James Davis. He breaks a few tackles, and wow, there he goes. 26 yards and a Thomasville first down. Very next play, Kenneth Hayes hands it off to Jelondon Jones. He's going to punch it into the end zone, puts the Bulldogs on the board, and they are all excited down in Thomasville. And then after a Berrien punt, Bulldogs try for a QB sneak. Hayes does some of the work on his own, gets the Thomasville first down. Things were just humming for that offense. Then later on in the drive, 2nd and 8, Kenneth Hayes throws it to Javier McGriff to score another touchdown for the Bulldogs. And in the fourth quarter, down 51-36. No more news tonight. It's all football. We have more scores and highlights coming up after the break.
Welcome back. Monroe and Albany are two programs with a long history between the two schools. This rivalry travels back 30 years, and the Golden Tornadoes own the winning record. But tonight's a chance for the Indians to rewrite history. And in the second quarter, Albany is only down by 8 to Monroe and those Golden Tornadoes who have the ball. Willie Jones hands this off to Darryl Brown, but he's stopped in the backfield by Ishmael Walker. That's a big D lineman there. On the fourth down, Jones drops back looking downfield. Tito McGowan, he gets the pass off the route there. That's a touchdown, but we got a flag on holding, and we're calling it back. Punt team comes out. And Trevion Jackson, the senior from Albany, throws this out to Jonathan Jefferson, who is left wide open, has some space, but another flag would bring this back. And then Jackson, he's looking once again downfield. He hit Trenton there, and he's a sack lunch for him. Monroe after the punt. Jones airs this out to Dante Young. He takes this to the house for 6. Monroe coming away with a big win, 35-6.
It's hard to believe, I know, but the state playoffs are approaching quickly, and in 4A1, Thomas County Central and Cairo both have postseason plans, and tonight's game between the two teams could go a long way in deciding who has a home playoff game and who doesn't. Let's get out to the stadium now. It's a 4A1 sub-region matchup between the Syrup Makers and the Yellow Jackets. Let's pick it up in the third quarter. 17-7 Cairo. TCC ball, though. Eli Taylor's hit, lose the ball. Cairo recovers. That'd be a common theme, and then Jeremiah Hill waltzes in for 6. He's the bell cow of that offense. Now Yellow Jackets next possession. Here's some throwback football. How about a little option? Taylor pitches to Calais Williams, and he's going to race on into Cairo territory. Then they pitch it to Williams again. He outruns the defense, busts it up the sidelines all the way into the end zone. 2-point conversion, no good. Now it's 23-13. Syrup Makers. Later, TCC gets the ball. Eli Taylor mishandles it. Merry Christmas, Jamal Thomas. He takes it back for the touchdown. The final score here, 36-13. Cairo comes out on top. Now down to Bainbridge. They hosted the Doherty Trojans tonight. See the captains, that's all respect there. Now first quarter, Bearcats, first possession. Elijah Tyler, he keeps the ball. He's going to run it up the field. Nice little gain there for the Bearcats before he's eventually pushed out of bounds. Then it's Tremaine McCray. He takes the handoff. He's going to get up the field for a good game. That's north-south running, and then Tyler keeps it this time. He's going to weave a little bit, but he gets into the end zone. Bearcats up 7-0. Now, let's go to Doherty on the first possession. Michael Watley hits Terrius Whitehead for a nice little game. So they start nickel and diming their way down the football field. Then he dumps a pass to Sawan J. Henderson. He's going to race downfield past the 50 into Bainbridge territory, but on fourth down, Watley's pass almost intercepted, but the Trojans turn it over on downs. Bainbridge rolls in this one 45-16.
And let's take a look at that player of the week. It comes to us from Westover High School, and this is dear to my heart, being a former running back myself and seeing these numbers. Quintez Carter, the big Patriots back, running for 254 yards and getting into the end zone 4 different times. Who says the game is changing and the run game is disappearing? And with the help of Carter's legs, this workhorse helped get his team a win over America's Sumter. Westover will host Worth County tomorrow night. So congratulations to Quintez Carter for being our player of the week.
All right, everybody, some nice weather for high school football tonight. Looks like nice weather for some college ball tomorrow. If you're heading to Tallahassee for the Notre Dame Florida State game, 8 o'clock, we've got a kickoff temperature, 72 degrees. Temperatures do drop into the mid-60s as the game goes on. That should be a good one. And, well, maybe you're heading to Atlanta for the Albany State at Morehouse into the afternoon hours. Temperatures, once again, fairly comfortable and into the middle 70s. Keep it here. We've got more scores and highlights coming up.
Welcome back. Colquitt County, #1 team in the state, but they had a tough test tonight.
That's right. They hit the road, of course, to Bazemore-Hyder Stadium down in Valdosta, where they faced the Wildcats, who's the #3 team in the state. And, of course, Colquitt County is the #1 team in the state. So here we go with the highlights. We've got these for you. Huge crowd in Valdosta, but Colquitt with the monster lead, 20-3 in the second. Cole Massingill back to pass on the third and long, flushed out of the pocket. Finally brought down. Wildcats would be forced to punt. And then Saeem King on the handoff, cuts against the grain for a nice gain. That puts the ball mid-near field. However, the drive does stall, and the Packers are stuck punting. And then on a high snap, Packers turn it over on downs deep in their own territory there. Packer defense, they get tough, and they bow the neck there. Massingill, he passes on second down and is sacked for a big loss, but the Cats punt in the Packers' deep territory there. The next play, Cats defense steps in the Packers for the loss and a safety, 20-5 Colquitt. Next possession for Valdosta. Massingill passes to Khalil McLean to get into the deep territory once again. Then time running out. Cats go for 3, but it's no good. Packers go to the half, 20-5, and, well, they would stay on top right there, 48-20. And Turner County, we got some Rebels here. They're hosting the Clinch County Panthers, and it was an interesting night here. They celebrated Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well. So Clinch County from the 2-yard line, Shannon Young with the quarterback keeper dives in for the touchdown. And then later in the quarter, the Rebels in major trouble here. Octavius Johnson with the direct snap walks into the end zone untouched, and that's another 6 points. Turner County's offense struggled tonight. Rob Calhoun takes a snap, but is brought down hard by Octavius Morris for a huge loss. Turner County special teams, on the other hand, they had a great night. Lorenzo Bolden gets the return all the way to the house for 6. That was good enough for a 70-yard return. However, Turner County would fall in this high-scoring shootout, 42-30.
Now let's go out to a couple teams who desperately need a win. Baconton Charter visited Terrell County in Dawson, and it was homecoming night for the Green Wave. Actually, this is last week's game. We'll try to get you the highlights to this as soon as we can. But I think we might have a play of the week, so if we can get out to that, it might be something we saw a little earlier.
That's right.
In that Lowndes
Lee County game.
Punt
That's
return.
right.
But every week there's so much that we can pay attention to. But this is just the one we picked this week. Lee County forced to punt. Maybe they should have just went for it because Tyson Harris of Lowndes made a big-time play. He catches the punt on the run, gets a full head of steam. A couple of Lee County Trojans tried to corral him. Their efforts would be futile. Harris takes it all the way to the house. Congrats to this Lowndes Viking for making our play of the week.
And don't go anywhere just yet. We still have more highlights, and we'll reveal some awesome photos that the fans have sent us from around Southwest Georgia.
Welcome back. The Pelham Hornets started with their hair on fire with 3 straight wins.
That's right, but since then they've cooled down in a big way by dropping 3 games straight. So homecoming tonight for the Pelham Hornets, hosting a tough Early County team. First play of the scrimmage, watch the back from Early County. He'll go to work and spin moves, break tackles, stays on his feet somehow, some way, 46 yards inside the Pelham 20-yard line before finally being brought down. He tries to finish the job on the next play, bounces outside, dives into the pylon, but falls out of bounds short of the goal line. And then Upson would find some running room there from the 3-yard, dives to the end zone. The score is good, but extra point is not. Still in the first quarter, watch the run from Gerald Tolbert, who goes circle button on the Pelham defense. Great spin, 76 yards for the touchdown. 13-0, Early County takes the lead, and that's where they would stay, ladies and gentlemen. Pelham falls 26-7. And that looked like a fun game out there and a fun atmosphere, of course.
Absolutely. Even though they lost, we sent our Darton College correspondents there, and they're going to show us some sights and sounds.
Hey everybody, this is Sam Marshall, your campus correspondent. We're here in Pelham watching the Bobcats play the Hornets. Here are your sights and sounds from tonight's game.
Number 76, Dylan Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain for tonight's ball game for the Early County Bobcats, number 4, Jatravian Wiggins.
Back to you, Pat and John.
Let's wrap it up with some more highlights. GISA action now. Valwood at Terrell Academy. They fooled everybody on this play, including our cameraman, who will remain nameless. Marique Marine goes off the right tackle. He's got a running lane. The Eagles are all out of position here. This is a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Terrell did some good things here, but not there. Trapster, it's sacked. Dalton Todd goes down for the sack. The Eagles have to punt. Then Valwood on the move again. Parker Bonner slings it to Anthony Folkert by the sideline for a bunch of yards. Folkert took about 6 Terrell Academy defenders to get him out there. Then they finish off the drive. Jack Helms totes the rock into the end zone. Valwood adds to the lead, and it would just get worse for the home team. It's Marine again. Nobody can get a hand on him, and he scoots into the end zone. We ask every week to see your photos in school spirit at tonight's games under the lights. There's Leesburg right there. Looks like a great scene after a Trojan touchdown. Cameron Watson a Leesburg fan sent us that one. Then this is Cameron Watson sending us a photo from the Colquitt Valdosta game. And then let's go out to Kylie and her friends. They wear pink at the Packer game for breast cancer. And then Leah Michael, more Packers, from the Packer pink out against Valdosta. And then thank you to Jeremy Hayes for sending a photo from the Cook County game where they beat Appling County 44-14. Send us your photos each week. Tag us on Facebook or tweet us at WFXL with the hashtag live on Fox 31.
And how about the fan of the week? And if I'm not mistaken, this is one of Pat and I's favorite moments during the show. And we go back out to Turner County where the Rebels recognize that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month and everyone wearing pink for tonight's game. And the lawn crew painted the field as much as possible, including the logo in the middle of the field. So the fans tonight is more than just one person. It's Turner County and the community who made it out to the game and everybody who wore pink for October. And you know what? If you like high school football, you probably like some NFL action too. Go online, WFXL.com. You can play our 2014 Pro You Pick'em Challenge. It's simple. Just go to our website, click on the tab at the top of the page, create your profile, and you're in. Then pick all of your weekend's NFL games, like the Falcons taking on the Ravens. And each week we announce a winner where you could win money to Subway, and each week the prizes get bigger and better. So be sure to check out the You Pick'em Challenge on our website, WFXL.com, and you can challenge myself and Pat. We'll go over and get some weather from Mike.
All right. You know what? I don't think I filled out my You Pick'em Challenge quite yet, and I probably should have. We had a game last night, so probably should have already done that. Too busy just enjoying the weather outside. We've got sunshine through this weekend. Temperatures warm on Saturday, just a little bit cooler on Sunday, and as we go through the rest of the next 7 days, all we see is more sunshine, maybe a couple clouds Monday, Tuesday, but temperatures pretty seasonable for this time of the year. Overnight lows into the 50s, daytime highs into the 70s. Tomorrow will be a warm one out ahead of a front that'll cool us down a little bit on Sunday, but if you like sunshine, you probably like this just fine.
Hey man, I like that. I like the 70s there. I like that.
Yeah.
Nice and cool.
I like sunshine.
I like it.
High
Cool.
five, too. Good job. So it looks pretty good for tomorrow,
fives all
too,
around.
huh?
Tomorrow looks great across the entire region, so if you're traveling to some of those
Yeah.
games, it looks great.
Yeah.
Tailgating should be fun and great for the fans, great for the players. Nice weather.
All right.
Yeah.
Keep
All right.
calm.
Big
Get
game.
fired up.
Big game in Tallahassee tomorrow. So
it is.
I'm guessing some fans are going to be going to that.
Oh,
one.
absolutely.
But all right, with that, we will sign off. We'll see you next week for another episode of The Blitz.